It's the National Football League on EA Sports as we get a rematch of the Helmet Catch game, Super Bowl 42. It's the Pats and the Giants, and it comes your way next.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. One rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they go play action now. Maye completes it to Douglas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 6. Here's Maye. Henry's got it out on the left side.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Stevenson. Gets past one man. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They were going for it on 4th and inches, now 4th and 5.
Yeah, everything had built to a crescendo, hadn't it? 4th and inches. I mean, we were coming out of our chairs up here. Now on 4th and 5, you've got to think about whether you want to go for it or not.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks, but I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. He's going to have those kind of outings in year one, but the big question, what does he take away from them, and how does he improve? It starts right here in this game.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
At the 31-yard line.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. A beautiful fake. And this will be a Giants first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Ward. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun. Ward. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now 3rd and 8.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Back to throw. Ward working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for a Giants 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll throw with Maye. Checking this down to Stevenson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start. Offense.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. You talk about this Giant defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. There's a short one caught by Johnson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. 3rd down and 1. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one goes for 8 yards.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Looking to throw, Maye. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dayo Odangbo just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, Maye. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Ward. And that'll be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Ward. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To throw, it's Maye. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll take this down inside the 45.
First down, Patriots.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here is Maye. Over the middle, complete. It's Douglas. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Juju in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Down at the 23-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, New England.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Here's Ward, throwing to start the drive. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Singletary here running out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A give up the middle to Singletary. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced The incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Possession back to the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson headed out with the offense.
Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
To the right side, this is Stevenson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
They run once more with Stevenson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47.
From the shotgun, it's Maye.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
He connects with Hyatt.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Good for a Giants first down. First and goal at the 3.
Operating from the gun, Ward. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton from 3 yards out, and they are able to add on to their advantage.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Jones breaking from the contact.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
13-yard line.
Ward operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Steelers who were able to walk away with the road victory. Najee Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Nick Chubb, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Jonathan Brooks, a touchdown run in the victory.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
To throw is Ward from the gun on 3rd down.
That is caught.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Holding, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Hyatt there to grab it.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ward now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Ward. And it's caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Devin Singletary, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Patriots ready to get the football back. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
powers through. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Here's Maye. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a much-needed accomplishment there on third down. They've been forced to punt far too many times already. They needed something to go their way, and they're able to get a new set of downs.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Maye.
This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Josh Oliver,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Pats get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, and delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Now Ward throwing to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
Able to slither by. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Ward. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ward.
Complete right side to Hyatt.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Patriots offense and Ramondre Stevenson getting set for this next drive. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Maye with it. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. They'll set up a throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Ward.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Ward from the gun on 3rd down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
New England's offense set to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll throw with Maye.
Open man is born. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down, Patriots.
Looking to throw, Maye. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So we pause for an injured player, and now what you want to see, Juju Smith-Schuster. He's in some pain out there. The offense on third down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Singletary to get the drive started. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Ward. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Singletary going to get the handoff. And he's got it down to the 28. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ward. And the catch made by Johnson. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking to throw. Ward. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
New York set to take the field.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw.
Ward, quick completion here to Johnson.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Fighting his way through contact.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Patriots offense and Drake Maye headed back onto the field. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
To throw, it's Maye. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's a 2nd and 5. To the air, Maye.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 24 yards.
And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
76 yards rushing now for Singletary, and he's got a 1st down.
New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he is going to have a New York 1st down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On the give, this is Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Giants, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for New England, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.